Welcome to the F-Bound Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Schroeder, Executive Function Coach. I help neurodivergent women learn tips and strategies to improve the life skills that will help them be successful. Practical tips and techniques to overcome procrastination, a comprehensive guide. Are you someone who struggles with procrastination? Do you put off important tasks until the last minute, causing unnecessary stress and anxiety? Then you're in the right place. One of the first steps to overcome procrastination is to identify the root causes of your procrastination. Are you avoiding a task because it seems overwhelming? Are you afraid of failure or making a mistake? Once you understand why you're procrastinating, you can start to develop strategies to address those underlying issues. Understanding procrastination. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing tasks or actions that need to be completed. Most people procrastinate from time to time, but for some people it's a chronic problem that has a negative impact on their lives. Psychological roots of procrastination. Procrastination is often a result of negative emotions such as fear, anxiety, or self-doubt. People who procrastinate often feel overwhelmed by the task at hand and may struggle with self-discipline. They may also have a tendency to focus on short-term pleasure rather than long-term goals. Consequences of chronic procrastination. Chronic procrastination can have serious consequences. It can lead to missed deadlines, poor performance, and increased stress. It can also affect personal relationships and lead to feelings of guilt and shame. If left unchecked, chronic procrastination can have a negative impact on overall well-being and quality of life. By recognizing the psychological roots of procrastination and the consequences of chronic procrastination, you can develop practical tips and techniques to overcome this common problem. Setting clear goals. When it comes to overcoming procrastination, setting clear goals is key. By having a clear idea of what you want to accomplish, you can create a roadmap to success and stay motivated throughout the process. The importance of SMART goals. One effective way to set clear goals is to use the SMART framework. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. By setting goals that meet these criteria, you can increase your chances of success and stay focused on what really matters. Having a SMART goal laid out takes away the guesswork of what you should be doing. It removes one reason for procrastination. Here's what SMART stands for. Specific. Your goal should be clear and well-defined. Avoid vague or ambiguous goals that are difficult to measure or achieve. The more specific, the better. Measurable. Your goal should have a specific metric or target that you can measure. This helps you track your progress and stay motivated. How will you know if you're making progress or if you're successful? Achievable. Your goals should be realistic and attainable. Avoid setting goals that are too difficult or impossible to achieve. Relevant. Your goals should be relevant to your overall objectives and priorities. Avoid setting goals that are not aligned with your values or interests. Time-bound. Your goal should have a specific deadline or time frame. This helps you stay focused and avoid procrastination. Without a deadline, you have a dream, not a goal. Breaking down large tasks. Once you have your SMART goals, break down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This helps you avoid feeling overwhelmed or intimidated by complex projects and allows you to make steady progress over time. Here are some tips for breaking down large tasks. Identify the main objective of the task. Break the task down into smaller subtasks or milestones. Set a deadline or a time frame for each subtask or milestone. Prioritize the subtasks or milestones based on their importance or urgency. Focus on completing one subtask or milestone at a time rather than trying to tackle everything at once. By setting clear goals and breaking down large tasks, you're less likely to feel overwhelmed and you'll have a clear path of what to work on, which makes it easier to stop procrastinating. Time management strategies. Another key to overcoming procrastination is managing your time effectively. Of course, if you struggle with executive dysfunction, time management might be difficult, so learning and implementing a variety of tools and strategies can help. The Pomodoro Technique. The Pomodoro Technique is a time management method that involves breaking your workday into 25-minute intervals called Pomodoros, separated by short breaks. This technique can help you stay focused and avoid distractions, as well as provide a sense of accomplishment as you complete each Pomodoro. To use this technique, simply set a timer for 25 minutes and work on a task until the timer goes off. Then take a short break before starting the next Pomodoro. An important thing to note is that for some of you, 25 minutes is too long. No matter how much you like to be able to work for 25 focused minutes, you don't have the attention span for it. Make your Pomodoros a time that works for your brain. Not only will you feel better because you'll be successful in completing your Pomodoros, you'll also be a lot more productive. Time blocking method. Time blocking involves dividing your day into blocks of time dedicated into specific tasks. This technique can help you stay organized and focused, as well as ensure that you have enough time to complete all of your important tasks. To use this technique, start by identifying your most important tasks for the day. Then, block out specific times on your calendar to work on each task. The blocks of time don't have to be specific hours. You might just say, I will complete these tasks in the morning. These other tasks will be done in the evening. Be sure to schedule breaks and other activities as well, such as exercise or lunch. Prioritization techniques. Prioritization techniques involve identifying your most important tasks and working on them first. This can help you avoid getting bogged down in less important tasks, a favorite way to procrastinate, and ensure that you're making progress on your most important goals. One effective prioritization technique is to use the Eisenhower matrix, which involves categorizing tasks based on their urgency and importance. Tasks that are both urgent and important should be tackled first, while tasks that are neither urgent nor important can be put off or delegated to others. Creating a productive environment. To overcome procrastination, it's essential to create a productive environment that promotes focus and concentration. Here are some practical tips to help you optimize your workspace. Minimizing distractions. Distractions can be a major hindrance to productivity. To minimize distractions, try the following. Turn off notifications on your phone and computer. Close unnecessary tabs and applications. Use noise-canceling headphones or earplugs. Communicate your need for uninterrupted work time to colleagues and family members. Optimizing your workspace. Your workspace can have a significant impact on your productivity. To optimize your workspace, consider the following. Ensure that your workspace is well lit and comfortable. Keep your workspace clean and organized. Use ergonomic furniture to avoid physical discomfort. Personalize your workspace with items that inspire and motivate you. By creating a productive environment, you can minimize distractions and optimize your workspace to promote focus and concentration. These practical tips can help you overcome procrastination and achieve your goals. Motivational approaches. Finding your why. One of the most effective ways to overcome procrastination is to find your why. This means understanding the deeper reasons behind why you want to accomplish a certain task or goal. When you have a clear understanding of your why, you're more likely to stay motivated and focused on the task at hand. To find your why, ask yourself questions such as, what do I want to achieve? Why is this important to me? What impact will this have on my life or the lives of others? Once you have identified your why, write it down and keep it in a visible space as a reminder of your motivation. In all honesty, there are a lot of things we do and we don't have a real important why. I have to do laundry so I have clean clothes. I suppose I want clean clothes so I'm not stinky, but is that enough of a why to make me want to do the laundry? Probably not. That's why you need a few different strategies and methods to get motivated. Positive reinforcement. Another motivational approach is to overcome procrastination is by using positive reinforcement. This means rewarding yourself for completing tasks or making progress towards your goals. Positive reinforcement can be as simple as taking a break to do something enjoyable after completing a task or treating yourself to a small reward for reaching a milestone. It's important to choose rewards that are meaningful to you and that align with your values and goals. For example, if your goal is to improve your health, your reward could be a healthy meal or a workout class. By using positive reinforcement, you can create a positive feedback loop that helps you stay motivated and productive. Overcoming mental barriers. When it comes to procrastination, mental barriers can be a major obstacle. Negative thoughts and fear of imperfection can hold you back and make it difficult to get started on tasks. Here are some practical tips and techniques to help you overcome these mental barriers. Challenge negative thoughts. Negative thoughts can be a major source of procrastination. They can make you feel overwhelmed, anxious, and unmotivated. To overcome negative thoughts, try these techniques. Identify negative thoughts. Pay attention to your thoughts when you're procrastinating. Are you telling yourself that you're not good enough, that the task is too difficult, that you'll never finish it? Write down these thoughts so you can challenge them later. Challenge negative thoughts. Once you've identified your negative thoughts, challenge them. Ask yourself if they're really true. Are you really not good enough? Is the task really too difficult? Can you really never finish? Look for evidence that contradicts your negative thoughts. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Once you've challenged your negative thoughts, replace them with positive ones. Tell yourself that you're capable of completing the task, that you've done similar tasks before, and that you'll feel proud of yourself once it's done. Embracing imperfection. The fear of imperfection can also be a major source of procrastination. You may be afraid of making mistakes, of not doing things perfectly, or of being judged by others. To overcome this fear, try these techniques. Accept imperfection. Accept that you're not perfect and it's okay to make mistakes. Nobody is perfect, and mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. Focus on progress, not perfection. Instead of focusing on doing things perfectly, focus on making progress. Celebrate small victories and accomplishments and use them as motivation to keep going. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and compassion. Don't be too hard on yourself when things don't go as planned. Remember that everyone makes mistakes and that you're doing the best you can. By challenging negative thoughts and embracing imperfection, you can overcome mental barriers and overcome procrastination. This will take a lot of work to shift your mindset, but the results will be long-lasting and positive for many areas in your life. Technology and tools. Productivity apps. One of the most effective ways to overcome procrastination is by using productivity apps. There are numerous apps available that can help you manage your time, organize your tasks, and increase your productivity. Some of the popular productivity apps include Trello, Asana, and Todoist. These apps allow you to create to-do lists, set reminders, and track your progress. Another great app is Forest, which helps you stay focused by planting a virtual tree. The longer you stay focused, the more trees you can plant. This app is perfect for those who get easily distracted by their phone, and because it's gamified, it gives you the dopamine hits you're looking for. Website blockers. Social media and other distracting websites can be a major roadblock to productivity. To overcome this, you can use website blockers to limit your access to these sites. One such blocker is Freedom, which allows you to block websites and apps for a set amount of time. This app is great for those who need to focus on their work and avoid distractions. Another website blocker is Cold Turkey, which not only blocks websites but also applications and the internet altogether. This app is great for those who need a complete break from the internet to get work done. Building strong habits. The power of routine. Establishing a routine can be one of the most effective ways to overcome procrastination. When you have a set schedule, it becomes easier to stay on track and avoid distractions. Start by setting a specific time each day for tasks that you tend to put off. For example, if you struggle with exercise, set a time each day for a workout. Once you've established a routine, stick to it as much as possible. In addition, if you get into the habit of completing your most difficult tasks at the same time each day, you'll be less likely to put them off. You'll do them automatically. Habit stacking. Habit stacking is a technique that involves adding new habits to your existing routine. This can help you build new habits more easily and make them stick. To use this technique, start by identifying a habit you already have in place, such as brushing your teeth. Then choose a new habit you want to establish, such as reading for 30 minutes each day. Finally, stack the new habit onto the existing one by doing it immediately after brushing your teeth. Habit stacking can be especially helpful for tasks that you tend to put off. By adding them to your existing routine, you'll be more likely to follow through and make them a habit. Keep in mind that it can take time to establish new habits, so be patient and consistent. Over time, you'll find that procrastination becomes less of an issue as you build strong habits. Self-care and wellness. The role of sleep. Getting enough sleep is crucial for your overall well-being and productivity. When you're sleep deprived, your brain and body aren't functioning at their best, making it harder to focus and get things done. Lack of sleep can also lead to stress and anxiety, which can further contribute to procrastination. It's harder to focus and be motivated when you're tired. This piece of self-care is one of the most overlooked. Getting enough quality sleep is paramount for productivity. Make sure you're getting enough sleep each night. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night and establish a consistent sleep schedule. Avoid caffeine and alcohol before bed and create a relaxing bedtime routine to help you wind down. Exercise and procrastination. Exercise is not only good for your physical health, but it can also help you overcome procrastination. Regular exercise has been shown to improve focus, reduce stress and anxiety, and boost mood and energy levels. To incorporate exercise into your routine, find an activity you enjoy and make it a habit. Whether it's going for a walk, hitting the gym, or taking a yoga class, make time for exercise each day. You'll not only feel better physically, but you'll also be more productive and less likely to procrastinate. Remember that increasing your physical activity doesn't mean you have to join a gym and do hardcore classes. You can take your dog for a walk or take your kids to the park for a game of tag. These activities fuel your emotional well-being as much as the physical. Review and adjust. To ensure that your efforts to overcome procrastination are effective, it's important to periodically review and adjust your strategies. This will help you identify what's working well and what needs to be improved. Tracking progress. One way to review your progress is to keep a record of your accomplishments. This can be done using a simple chart or spreadsheet where you can list the tasks you have completed and the time it took to complete them. By tracking your progress, you can gain a sense of accomplishment and motivation to continue. Adapting strategies over time. As you review your progress, you may find that some of your strategies are not as effective as you had hoped. In such cases, it's important to be flexible and willing to adjust your approach. Try new techniques. Don't be afraid to experiment. It's also important to recognize that overcoming procrastination is an ongoing process. You may need to adjust your strategies over time as your needs and circumstances change. By staying open to new approaches and being willing to adapt, you can continue to make progress and achieve your goals. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the F-Bomb Podcast. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe below and check out my show notes to learn more about my Facebook group, courses, and membership.